game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. Lowers those pads. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The offense set for a first down play. Here's the handoff. Running with power. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Catch in the middle. It's Sampson. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. On the move and looking deep. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. At midfield, he's got room. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team. You want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. Third down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up fourth.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines. He lobs one high down the left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Running back searching for a hole. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Got it in the middle, it's Campbell. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. He'll get down to avoid the hit, but he might not be able to avoid this penalty flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Lofts one deep down the right side. He got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Coming out with it, it's Anderson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
He put some heat on that one down the middle. And the pass is intercepted. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that ball.
Offense making its way under the field to start the drive. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Just plowing down the field. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggie! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Texas A&M 14, LSU 0.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
Looking for blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage. Down there and make the stop at the 19. Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
On 3rd down, going up top. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Man, what a break on the football. He read that the whole way. He just couldn't finish it. You know he saw the end zone. He saw the grass in front of him to break on that and maybe take it to the house, but just a...
Staring into the raindrops, and he muffs it. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Smashes through. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They go to the ground. Hard running there. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Neutral zone infraction will push the ball up 5 yards. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. He's looking to pass. Fires to the big fella. Tackled immediately after the catch.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
The give to the back. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that run for a first down.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They try to get it outside on the left. Runs through a tackle.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back, he gets out there faster. We got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left too.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Nice play call, QB sneak, get another first down. And this offense, they've been on the field for some time now. They're helping their defense out, giving them some wins so that when they get back on the field, they'll be ready to play with their hair on fire.
Quarterback keeps it. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Some much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. If you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. James Madison is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Harrisonburg, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 10 over the Coyotes. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After that encroachment penalty, it's now 1st and 5. Running it to the right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Really good looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space, was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. We wind inside 4 minutes to play in the half. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, offense is penalized. First down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Strickland. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Slips through the line. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Well, they needed a momentum-shifting play. Playing at home, they're able to get the punt return and take it the distance. Pollock, he made one guy miss, and it was off to the races.
Great job. Secure the catch, make the guy miss, get towards that sideline, and just use your speed and get to the end zone. What a great game-changing play, and this place is going bananas.
And the extra point splits the upright. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. The problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Back to the ground with the running back. Bulls his way forward. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
And the returner goes down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the... Fires and picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 30. The 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
And stop it. How about back-to-back weeks with pick sixes? This guy is now making plays, not just for his defense. He's scoring points, and I promise you the locker room is a lot of fun. Mr. Pick Six, he's going to get a lot of congratulations and a lot of accolades this week.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he'll bring it back. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll leave it with him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Here comes the offense on first down. They want to throw it. Looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
He's back to throw on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Green. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Going up top on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in the ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Now after the short completion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Durham. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Got it set up on the outside. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the Aggies will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Campbell. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are.
Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Great play by the defensive back, showing you his variety of skills. His ability to turn the hips, his speed running downfield, turning his head to locate the football, and then swatting it away.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Bounced right back to them. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, just nowhere to go there, and it started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. That pass is incomplete.
I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity ladder. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Leaves it with the running back. Bulldozes his way through. Open runway ahead. Touchdown LSU! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Florida Atlantic. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Out of the gun, the inside give. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You've got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They want to run it left here. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. They'll test the right side. Good, solid tackle.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hudson. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Quickly complete. Quick with the spin move. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
On the move, it's Durham. Twist his way through.
Gain of 4. Brings up 2nd down.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. With jet sweep pass. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
The Aggies will have it 1st and 10. The option look. He'll toss it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You see all this movement in football now. All the stem, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Give that guy a lot of credit, man. He was able to somehow avoid that sack, but nobody open downfield, throws it away.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. So the big blitz on 3rd and almost unmanageable now leaves him in 4th and pretty much impossible.
Perfect job by the defense, being aggressive, taking advantage of a known passing situation, catching the offense a little bit off guard. Maybe they thought they were going to play a little bit more conservative, but the blitz gets home, and they get the quarterback for the sack.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Nice job by the pass rush. They know if they can get to this QB, they can hit him and force these incompletions.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Watkins. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. All kinds of running room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the back. The ball squirts free. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks, right? These are the decisions you have to make as a coach. Do I want to go for it? Continue to maybe run some clock. I'd love to kick a field goal when it's at 1, right? A 1 on the clock and walk out with a dub. Big decision here because you might have to go play some defense and get a stop if you kick the field goal now.
Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. I can't think of anything that frustrates an offensive coordinator more than holding the ball a long time and having no points to show for it, David.
And Reese, 1st downs, yards, that's not even what they look at anymore. Yards don't really matter. You got to execute those critical areas on the field and get points on the board.
Yeah, it was mental errors on that last drive, too, that led to negative plays. They got to get those things erased and pull it back together here on this drive. Go put some points up on the board.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Got room at the 35. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the 1st down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Still on his feet at the 45. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They'll go to the ground. Just destroying his way through the field. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Offense set on first down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Smashes through the tackle. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the spot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Touchdown, Aggies. They move on top here in the 4th. They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point.
That makes the score Texas A&M 28, LSU 21.
The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Set to kick off.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Finds his tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
And the ball is picked off. Got some room to run at the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Texas A&M. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8, they'll give it to the back. At the 35, he's got room. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
It's a curious play call offensively to try to throw after that great gain on the ground the snap before. If you're winning in the trenches up front, keep it going. Let the big fellas go to work. I don't like the idea of throwing the ball there.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Quarterback checking off. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Watkins. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. LSU right back to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down and run. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have 4th down.
We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The completion well past the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He's got it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. They'll throw it on 1st down. Unloads to the right. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. He's going to pass. Getting some heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Coming after him. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Headed to the end zone. And they stop him just short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 1.
Man, that's... And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards, so much speed, so hard to stop.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with the quarterback sneak. Just under 30 seconds left, so they've got a chance if they can get this onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. Power football with the run. Speeding down the left side. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
This guy is really unique. Top 5 in the country running the football right now, and I love the way this offense gets him involved. They're able to move him around a little bit. They change up the schemes, but the big key every week, get him the ball, let him go to work.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put up.